with a league record of 10-2. In Newport's final league game last Thursday, the Grizzlies traveled to Riverside and crushed their playoff dreams with a final score of 83-44. 5 Grizzlies came away with double-digit points as Michael Owen led the charge with 21. Ben Krog scored 16 and Tug Smith had 14, as well as a fantastic defensive performance. The easiest avenue for Newport to make it to stay is to advance to the district championship with a win tonight and then win said championship. We caught an interview with Tug Smith. Here's what he had to say. I'm here with senior guard Tug Smith. So Tug, tonight you guys played the Lakeside Eagles. How are you expecting to play against them?
We're just going to play tough, like we do every game. We're just going to play our game. Good defense, good rebounding, and hopefully our defense fuels our offense and it's a fun game.
And then has your team chemistry overall flourished over the season?
I think our team chemistry has grown a lot. I mean, some practices we're on each other just because there's tension and we're trying to make each other better, but that's just how it is. So I think we've been doing a really good job of improving our team chemistry.
And finally, this is the semifinal game of the district tournament. Are you guys looking to get that illustrious top spot and the automatic bid to state?
Oh yeah, we're trying to cut the nets at the end of the tournament, but one game at a time, and we'll see how this one goes.
All right, thank you, Tug. That was a look at the Newport Grizzlies. Stay tuned for more on Lakeside right after this.
Cubs FM gives a big thanks to Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post. Located at 917 9th Street, just before the high school in Priest River, Big Moose Rental Center provides a variety of amenities: rentals, secondhand, consignment, eBay sales, antiques, and more. Big Moose Rental Center is open from 7:30 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 Saturday and Sunday. You may contact Big Moose Rental Center at 208-448-2736. The right tool for the right job. That's Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post.
Cubs FM would like to thank Broncourse Company for their sponsorship. Broncourse Company is a full-service environmental contractor specializing in mechanical logging, forestry mulching, road construction, watershed restoration, excavation, and demolition. Broncourse Company is located in Elk, Washington, and can be contacted at 509-292-9701. Again, that's 509-292-9701. Good people serving a great community. That's Broncourse Company.
Cubs FM says thank you to the Camas Medical and Dental Clinic. Located in the Camas Center for Community Wellness, they provide medical and dental services to the public, including routine office visits, lab services, x-ray, well child care, women's health, immunizations, chiropractic, physical and aquatic therapy, nutrition counseling, and routine dental care and prevention. Camas Medical and Dental Clinic, compassionate care for complete wellness. 447-7111 or on the web at Kalispelltribe.com.
Welcome back to West Valley High School for District 7 semifinal action. The Grizzlies battling the Eagles. Now we take a look at Lakeside. The Eagles finished third in District 7 with an 8-4 league record, which led them to playing against Colville for the first round of playoffs. The 65-45 Lakeside win was led by Michael Holmes, who posted 14, with Jack Humphrey adding 11. The last time Newport met Lakeside resulted in a win for the Grizzlies that came down to the final quarter. The Grizzlies went on a scoring run in the closing minutes to win by 10. Michael Owen dominated the post and the score sheet as he cashed in 17 points. Now let's take a quick look at the Northeast A-League standings at this point. Colville and Freeman fell out of the district tournaments on Wednesday. Medical League now faces Deer Park in the semifinals. The loser of that game will face the loser of this Newport versus Lakeside game to determine the third and fourth place finalists. The third place team advances to a crossover game against the Caribou Trail League's first seed, with the winner going to state. The winners of the district semifinals play in the district championship, with the champion being guaranteed a state entry and the loser facing the second seed of the Caribou Trail League. That's all our pregame information. Stay tuned for starting lineups and tip-off on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Concept Cable is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM. Concept Cable provides digital cable service as well as high-speed internet to Newport, Old Town, Priest River, Diamond Lake, and much of the surrounding area. You may find the Concept Cable business office at 412 South Union Avenue in Newport. You may contact them at 208-437-4544, or you may log on to conceptcable.com, your local broadband provider. That's Concept Cable.
Bruce Hunt Farmers Insurance is a valued sponsor of this radio station, located at 309 South Washington Avenue in Newport, Washington. Bruce Hunt Farmers Insurance provides home, auto, and life insurance, open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Bruce Hunt Farmers Insurance may be contacted at 447-3428 or at bhunt@farmersagent.com, getting you back where you belong. That's the goal of Bruce Hunt Farmers Insurance.
Excess Disposal Service is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM. Excess Disposal Service provides weekly commercial and residential roadside garbage can disposal, as well as commercial container services both in town and in rural locations. Excess Disposal may be contacted Monday through Friday from 8 to 3 at 208-437-4502. Serving southern Pend Oreille County since 1972, Cubs FM says thank you to Excess Disposal Service.
Newport Dental and Associates is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Participating with all major insurance companies, Newport Dental provides complete family dentistry, including root canals, crowns, bridges, dentures, partials, and extractions. You may contact Newport Dental at 509-447-3105. That's 447-3105. Newport Dental, where their goal is to make your mouth healthy.
Welcome to West Valley High School at the district semifinals. Newport Grizzlies taking on the Lakeside Eagles. Going to be a thriller here tonight.
And this is the rematch that Newport has been waiting for the past year at districts. An upset as the Grizzlies played against the Eagles and lost in overtime. Big disappointment for the Grizzlies. They're looking to bounce back in this year's semifinal of districts to try and take down Lakeside.
Yeah, definitely going to be one of those close games that we've seen this year between these two teams. First time Newport and Lakeside played, Newport ended up winning by 15, but it was down to the wire. Like the last 5 or so minutes of the game, Newport just went on a run and ended up running away with it. And pretty much the exact same thing happened last time Lakeside and Newport played. That time at Lakeside, Newport ended up winning by 9 with a late run with about 3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, but watch out for Landon Harrington. He wasn't in for the Eagles last time these two teams met, and he's in now. He's been a great contributor throughout the season for the Eagles.
Yeah, and in Lakeside's final regular season game, they played the Deer Park Stags, who at the beginning of the year were arguably the best team in the Northeast A-League and still are. Newport and Lakeside now both have a win against them, but in that game, Landon Harrington scored 21, I believe, is what I saw in that score sheet, and he is a big asset because he's one of those big bodies in the paint that you need to get those easy layups on the inside.
Yeah, Newport, the co-league champions with Deer Park for the Northeast A-League, but do not count Lakeside out too quickly. They could very well come away with an upset on this one.
Yeah, definitely going to be a thriller, but now we're going to get into some starting lineups. First for the Lakeside Eagles, they're going to be the guests on the scoreboard if you are watching. A 6'2 senior, Micah Holmes, a 5'11 senior, Tristan Cox, a 6'1 junior, Crosby Giza, a 6'5 senior, Landon Harrington, and a 5'11 sophomore, Gabe Sossaman. And then for Newport, a 5'10 senior, Tug Smith, a 6'3 sophomore, Michael Owen, a 6-foot sophomore, Tegan Prange, a 5'9 senior, Nick Mackey, as well as a 5'11 senior, Danny Bradbury.
Yeah, again, we cannot stress how big this game is. If you missed our pregame action, winner of this game goes to the district championship. The loser plays against the loser of the game in the next gym over. It's Medical Lake versus Freeman. The two losers of these games are playing for 3rd and 4th. The 4th place team in districts has no chance at state. So big games for both Newport and Lakeside. They've both been strong contenders throughout the season in the Northeast A-League.
Yeah, and with that Deer Park Medical Lake game going on just on the other side of this wall, we'll try and bring you guys updates about how that game is going, probably or most likely at halftime. But yeah, we'll be sure to fill you in with how that game's going as well. But we're about to get ready here. Landon Harrington jumping against Michael Owen. 2-inch height advantage for Harrington, who is 6'5", and Michael Owen 6'3". Grizzlies going to be traveling left to right on your radio dial. Newport gets first possession. Smith with the ball between the circles, now off to left wing to Bradbury. Man defense being played by Lakeside. Bradbury looking to drive inside, kicks it out to Smith at the left wing. In some trouble, hands it back to Bradbury. Guarded by Michael Holmes. Just under 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Right wing is Prange. Looking inside, kicks it back out to Owen instead. Now left wing Bradbury. Over to Prange at point for a deep three. No good. Rolls around a bit. Rebounded by Micah Holmes for Lakeside. Holmes with the ball now, looking to drive inside, kicks out to left wing Giza, driving baseline. Instead, he ends up traveling He was trying to get a pass back out to the left wing to Micah Holmes, but picked up his pivot foot and a travel was called.
And it's interesting that Lakeside's playing a man defense so early. The last time these two teams met, Newport was able to get a lot of buckets off pick and roll and screens and just offensive strategies like that. You'd expect Lakeside to come out with a zone defense, but they're going to stick to their man.
Right elbow is Michael Owen, off to left wing is Smith. Out to point now, Mackey. Now off to right wing, Prange. Prange looking to drive inside. Gives it to Bradbury, now guarded by Holmes near point. Under 7 minutes left in this first quarter, still no scoring. Bradbury driving baseline. Pump fakes up with a shot against Harrington, no good. Gets his own rebound, another shot. This one falls, getting the first points on the board for Newport. 2-0 the score, 6:42 left in the first quarter. Cox with the ball for Lakeside now, off to right wing to Sossaman. Guarded by Prange. Back to Cox, looking at the right elbow for Harrington. Now off to left short corner, Micah Holmes, unable to handle that pass, loses it, out of bounds, Newport ball.
Yeah, went straight over the head of Michael Holmes, and he had hands on it, but just went through too quickly, just did not have a handle there. Lakeside's going to have to be more careful with this because the Grizzlies will be able to score a lot off of fast breaks and turnovers.
Right wing, Mackey for Newport. Off to point now is Owen. Ball rotating left side now to Bradbury. Bradbury. Skip past right wing to Prange. Pump fake, driving inside. Pulls up, and good. Against Tristan Cox. Over the head of Tristan Cox for the second basket for Newport. 4-0, just under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Holmes with the ball. Picks up his dribble, gives off to Sossaman. Back to Holmes, right wing. Thinking about going inside. Skip pass now left wing to Sossaman. Now left short corner is Giza. Looking inside to Harrington. Bradbury steps on the line while nearly getting the steal. Lakeside retaining possession.
Yeah, the Grizzlies just preventing Lakeside from getting too close to the rim. They haven't been inside the key with the ball.
Out to Holmes, an oop against Bradbury, no good. Bradbury gets the rebound. Newport ball now. Going towards the middle. Turnaround jumper, no good. Tug Smith nearly getting the rebound. Actually, he does get the rebound, has possession, but apparently they're going to call a foul on Tug Smith.
It looks like he was behind Crosby Giza as he tried to board that. They're going to call a push on Tug Smith as he tries to board that. The first foul of the game, charged to Newport and Smith.
Cox with the ball for Lakeside now, right wing Sossaman. 5:22 left in the first quarter. Newport up by 4-0. Holmes with the ball, gets it inside to Harrington. Nice step through shot, but shoots a little bit too hard. Rebounded by Mackey for Newport.
And the open shots that Lakeside's got inside the key have not been falling for them.
Bradbury with the ball for Newport at point. Off to left wing now is Owen. Back to Bradbury. Guarded by Harrington. Now off to right wing. Ball rotates deeper right wing now to Prange. Off to point to Michael Owen. Now over to Smith, left wing looking drive side. Kicks it back out to Owen for three. No good. Missing rim. Rebounded by Michael Holmes. Holmes now with the ball. Right wing. Skip pass over to Giza looking to drive inside. Gets it over to Harrington. Wide open left corner or short corner shot. And that's first basket for Lakeside. 4-2 the score. 4:33 left in the first quarter. Smith with the ball from Newport. Off to Prange. Prange looking to drive inside. Out to right corner to Mackey. Back up to Prange. Now right wing. Now ball rotates to Smith. Looking inside. Wide open Michael Owen. Great pass. He was on the inside of Landon Harrington.
A lot of the Lakeside defenders came up towards the perimeter, which gave Michael Owen plenty of room to cut through to the block and get an open pass and shot.
Inside to Harrington at the other end. Turnaround against Michael Owen. That rolls around before dropping. 6-4 the score. Just under 4 minutes left in this first quarter.
And a hook shot from Harrington is going to be hard to stop as he's 6'5" with a long wingspan as well.
Prange with the ball for Newport at point. Passes it to right short corner to Mackey. Goes off of Tristan Cox. Newport retains possession.
Javon Williams coming in for Gabe Sossaman of the Eagles, and that was a nice find by Prange. Mackey just did not have his hands up, and it was tipped out by Cox. Grizzly ball.
Bradbury passing it in, gets it into Michael Owen, handing it back to Bradbury. Bradbury looking to drive inside. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Cox for Lakeside. Now Williams with the ball. And nobody back to stop Crosby Giza on Newport, tying the game at 6. 3:33 left in the first quarter.
And Williams is an orchestrator for the Lakeside Eagles that can find a pass through any amount of defense.
Smith with the ball for Newport towards left wing, guarded by Harrington. looking to drive inside. Instead, kicks it back out to Bradbury. Now, great play by Crosby Giza, tipping the ball away from Michael Owen. Then at the other end, Mackey tips it away and steals it back for Newport. Smith now on the break. Off to right wing to Prange. Prange kicks it back out to Bradbury, right wing for three. No good short. Foul on Newport.
Charge to Michael Owen, down in the key. Off the ball there, must got a little aggressive. He's been trying to post up against Harrington throughout this one. Must got a little aggressive there. It's Michael Owen's first, Newport second, and into the game for the Grizzlies is Krog and Thomas checking in for Prange and Mackey.
Tie game here with 2:58 left in the first quarter. Lakeside with possession. Javon Williams with the ball. Off to right wing to Cox. Still right wing. Back up to point now is Giza. Looking inside. Out to left wing. Williams for three. No good, short off the rim. Rebound taken by Lakeside. And Micah Holmes able to make that count. 8-6 the score. 2-point lead for Lakeside. 2:30 now left in the first quarter.
All points this far have been, for the Eagles at least, have been inside 15 feet. They've been doing great at getting the ball past the zone defense the Grizzlies are playing.
Looking inside to Michael Owen was Thomas. Cox steps on the line after it was tipped away by Harrington. Newport retaining possession.
And that was just not a good pass. A lot of defenders covering the man there. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, it was tipped out on an Eagle. Checking in for the Lakeside Eagles is Sossaman as well as Humphrey.
Newport ball. Bradbury taking it out on their own baseline. 8-6 to score. Lakeside with the lead. 2:19 left in the first quarter. 5-second call on Newport. Unable to get a pass in. Good defense by Lakeside.
There's a timeout call by Coach Poncho of the Grizzlies. With 2:19 left in the first, it's 8-6. The Eagles leading the Grizzlies. We'll be right back on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Surfing Newport from Newport High School, 91.5 Cubs FM.
Cubs FM would like to thank Excess Portable Service for their support. Excess Portable Service provides portable chemical toilet rentals by the day, week, bi-weekly, or monthly for your construction site, business, weddings, and special events. You may contact Excess Portable Service Monday through Friday from 8 till 3:30 at 208-448-2290. That's 208-448-2290. You'll be pleased with our portables. That's Excess Portable Service.
Welcome back to West Valley High School. District semifinals for the Northeast A-League. Newport playing the Lakeside Eagles. Current score is 8-6. Eagles with the lead. 2:15 left in the first quarter. And it is also Lakeside ball. Williams with the ball for Lakeside near left wing. Now off to left corner to Sossaman. Back up to Williams. Now ball rotates right side to Humphrey. Back to Williams. Williams driving in. Pulling up. No good. Short off the rim. Rebound. Tipped multiple times. Ends up going out on Newport.
Krog almost secured that board, but just stepping on the baseline and hitting the rep actually before he's able to pass it back in.
Taking it out is Williams on his own baseline. Gets it into Harrington. Out to left wing to Sossaman. Now left corner is Williams. Looking inside. Foul on Newport once again.
Krog zoomed in on Harrington, trying to steal the ball away there, and got a lot more arm than he did ball. It'll be his first personal, the third for Newport.
Williams once again taking it out on Lakeside's baseline. Gets it into Sossaman. Now off to Holmes, left wing. Back to Sossaman, in between the circles. Looking to drive in. Turnaround, nice move, but no good on the shot. Rebound taken by Bradbury. Now on the break, Bradbury and Smith 2-on-1. Nice pass. And that ties the game back up, 8 apiece. 1:33 left in the first quarter. Williams with the ball for Lakeside. Now off to right wing for three is Holmes. And that goes in, nothing but net. Nice shot by Micah Holmes.
Very versatile scorer for the Eagles. Can do it from down low or behind the arc.
Looking inside to Smith at the other end. Kicks it back out to Bradbury instead. Crosses himself up now inside to Owen. Unable to handle the pass. Left wing is Holmes. Driving in now. Foul on Newport.
Michael Owen stuck his hand up as Holmes drove inside. Did a lot of nice moves to get to the rack. And Owen fouls him as he goes up. Michael Owen's second personal, the fourth team for Newport. Lakeside has 0 fouls.
Yeah, Newport hasn't taken many inside looks that are contested. First shot missing for Holmes.
Checking in for the Eagles, we have Brian Strong moving in for Harrington, and Prange is in for Owen.
11-8 the score. Looking to make it a 4-point lead is Micah Holmes at the line for one more with 1:03 left in the first quarter.
Michael Owen put up 20-plus points against the Eagles last time, so Coach Poncho's looking to save him to later quarters.
No good on both the free throws. Rebounded by Newport. Bradbury with the ball right wing. Hands it off to Prange. And a miscommunication, but Newport ends up retaining possession. Smith with the ball. Screened by Ben Krog. Smith against Strong. Up with a floater. No good. Smith gets his own rebound. Up with another one, and he's fouled.
And Smith cooking to slowly weave inside to the rack. Misses his first layup, but gets his own rebound over some tall defenders there. Puts it back up to grab contact, giving the first foul to Lakeside. Michael Holmes with that one.
And we've seen it before. Newport, one of the slower teams to start their offense up. Last time these two teams met, Newport was down by double digits in the first quarter and ended up going on a run, as we've seen them do 3 or 4 times throughout this season.
Giza and Cox now checking in for Sossaman and Humphrey. And yes, Newport definitely a second-half team during the season.
Smith, one more. 1 for 2 at the line this time. 9-11 is the score here in the first quarter. 42 seconds left. Nearly stolen by Smith, but Cox retains possession for Lakeside. Still in the backcourt. Cox. Back cut. Giza.
And
foul on Newport.
That looks like it could have been a charge. Ben Krog went straight up, but Giza was able to sell that one as he goes up and grabs contact on the wrist on that layup. Misses the shot, but he's sent to the line.
Crosby Giza, the line shooting 2. First is up. Bouncing, no good. Lakeside not shooting very well from the line. I think they're 0 for 3 right now.
Deerwester in for Krog of the Grizzlies.
One more for Giza. Bouncing off the front of the rim, it drops. 12-9 the score. Lakeside up by 3. Just under 30 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Newport probably going to hold for last possession, although I've said that before, and they end up shooting beforehand. So, you know, we never know. If they get the open shot, they'll take it. Right corner up to Thomas now. Ball rotates left side to Deerwester. Now right wing is Prange. Back out to Bradbury at point. Less than 10 seconds left. 8-7. Pump fake, Bradbury. Deep left wing. Inside to Smith. Fader shot. No good off the right side of the rim. That's ending the first quarter. 12-9 the score. Lakeside with the lead. And we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Cubs FM thanks Caltran, the Kalispell Tribal Transit System, for their sponsorship of this broadcast. Caltran is a public transportation service operating on a fixed route from North Spokane to the Camas Wellness Center 3 times per day. Their services are also provided to the surrounding areas such as Cusick, Ione, Usk, and Newport. You may contact the Caltran office at 509-447-7247, or you may find them on the web at kalispelltribe.com.
Newport McDonald's, locally owned and operated, is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located on Highway 2 in Newport, serving the Newport, Old Town, and Priest River areas for over 24 years. McDonald's is open Sunday through Thursday from 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Friday and Saturday until 12 a.m. McDonald's serves burgers, chicken McNuggets, McCafe drinks, and all-day breakfast. You can find them on the web at mcdonalds.com. Newport McDonald's. I'm loving it.
We're rolling in hot into the second quarter of basketball action at these district semifinals for District 6, the Northeast A-League. I'm Xander Adams with Josh Carlson. Newport playing the Lakeside Eagles. It's Eagle ball moving into the second quarter, 12-9. Grizzlies down by 3. Giza on the left corner for the Eagles, rotating over to the right side. Holmes looking for a pass down into the key. Giza gets the cut and a quick basket through 2 defenders to extend a lead to 5 for the Eagles with 7:40 left in the second. For the Grizzlies now on the right corner. Thomas gets it to the cutting Prange, pulls up baseline, sinks that one. He hasn't missed tonight. It's 14-11 now. 7:32 left in the second. Grizzlies just barely down. Holmes drives into the key and floats one up over the head of a few Grizzlies there. 16-11 now. 7:20 left in the second. Bradbury leading the offense on the other side for the Grizzlies. Moving to the right wing now, Deerwester bouncing it to the right corner, Bradbury. Guarded closely by Holmes, passing back to point, Tug Smith. Driving inside across Giza, nice. Oh, good play by Tug Smith, getting the high dribble and going up to draw some contact from Giza.
Yeah, it looked pretty clean from our angle. Must have been some contact on the backside, maybe some body contact more so than a hand on the arm, because it looked like a pretty clean block. But foul charge to Crosby Giza, his first personal, second team foul on Lakeside.
And Smith just knows how to work the ball. With the way he brought it up as he drove into the key, he must have thrown Giza off a bit. Giza probably assumed he was floating it up. It fell in sooner than Smith was actually going to shoot.
Nick Mackey back into the game now for Newport, in for Sam Thomas.
Tug made that first free throw, shooting his second now. That's up. And gets the friendly bounce off the front of the iron.
Landon Harrington back into the game for Brian Strong for the Eagles.
Lakeside up by 3 with 7:04 left in the second.
Yeah, Newport setting up their press here, down by 3 in the second quarter.
Eagle ball in the backcourt. Holmes trying to work it through. It's into the far sideline. Cox over to the right corner. Sauceman back to Cox. Takes an open 3 feet behind the arc. Missing. Rebounded by Smith for the Grizzlies. Fast break. It's 3-on-3. Smith slows it down at the arc. Crosses through Giza. Passing back out to Deerwester. Deep 3 at point. Uncontested. Missing off front iron. Rebounded by Prange. Pulling up on the right elbow. Another brick for Newport. Deerwester with the rebound. Goes up strong. Able to draw a lot of contact before he misses that layup, but he's sent to the line.
Yeah, Newport finally getting some fouls on Lakeside here in the second quarter.
Two shots for Deerwester. First one's good.
That foul was on Gabe Sauceman, his first personal, third team foul. Also checking in to the lineup for the Eagles is Javon Williams.
Deerwester misses his first off back iron, but Mackey grabs the offensive board, goes up on the right block, misses. Rebounded by Harrington for the Eagles. Holmes now taking up the court with 6:30 left in the second. Into the right elbow for the Eagles. Harrington passing out to right corner. A jab step, and then pulling up from the right corner. Cox sinks the tray. 19-14 now, 6:15 left in the second. Grizzlies down by 5. Prange tries his own from the right wing and sinks that one as well, responding to Cox's. 19-17, Grizzlies down by 2 with 6 minutes left in the second.
Prange with 7 here in this game so far. Definitely Newport's leading scorer.
Yeah, and he's only missed one of his shots. Another 3 fired from the right wing by Cox. Falls again, answering right back to Prange's. Newport ball. Tegan Prange in the front court in between the circles. He's guarded by Cox. Bouncing it to Bradbury, right wing. Dishing it left wing to Deerwester. Bouncing it to point. Mackey. Passing it right wing, Bradbury. Looking for a pass. Driving to the baseline, floating it up. And gets the and one call as he sinks the basket.
And that was a floater and one. You don't see those too often either. A lot of times it's a pretty hard foul. This one looked fairly soft coming in, and Bradbury able to make his way through that contact and make the basket count. Second foul on Micah Holmes. 14th foul on Lakeside. Michael Owen checking back into Newport's lineup for Nick Mackey.
The and one shot is missed by Bradbury. He's got to be Newport's most versatile scorer. He does it from any point in the court as well as a stripe. Eagle ball now. They're up by 3 with 5:20 left in the second. Holmes in between the circles and rotating to the left wing. Williams tries a 3, hits that one as well. Lakeside's made their last 3 threes. Smith for the Grizzlies taking it to the center circle, handing out to Prange, right wing. Takes another one, missing off right iron. Tug Smith grabs rebound. Nice no-look pass behind the back to Owen. Misses the shot, but he gets the foul on the left block, and that was a great pass by Smith. Knew exactly where Michael Owen was. Casually tosses it behind him to lead to the foul.
Yeah, unfortunately, Michael Owen wasn't able to finish on that one, a little bit too far under the rim, but still draws a foul on Crosby Giza, his second personal as well. 15 foul on Lakeside.
Owen misses his first free throw. The Grizzlies are down by 6 with 5 minutes left until the halftime.
Sauceman checking into the game for Giza.
Owen now taking his second free throw. Up, and he cashes that one in. It's a 5-point lead for the Eagles. Lakeside ball after that make. Trying to get it through the backcourt press that Newport's playing. And a skip pass down to left corner. Sauceman, touch pass back to the center circle to Williams. Spent 17 seconds on the clock already. Lakeside orchestrating their offense around the perimeter, dumping it down to the post, and a nice heads-up play by Owen to tip it out. It'll be Lakeside ball on the baseline. Cox inbounding for Lakeside to the left wing. Williams driving inside, and a nice fake gets him open at the rim. Rebounded by Harrington after the miss. He misses it, gets his own rebound as Bradbury can't grab it. Another miss for Harrington. He still gets the board. Over to the high post to Cox, who makes the floater, and Lakeside had 5 attempts in that last possession. 27-20 now with 4:16 left in the second. 7-point lead for the Eagles, and a foul called in the post.
Yeah, foul on Landon Harrington. His first personal, 16 foul. Last few games, both Michael Owen and Landon Harrington, they've been very physical towards each other. And as you can see there's been a few fouls like that already this game between those two people.
Well, when you look at it, they both love to dominate the post. They are excellent down low, and they're both going to seize every opportunity they can. 27-20 is the score. Lakeside up by 7. We are just 4 minutes away from halftime. Make sure you stay tuned as there's a timeout called.
Newport Hospital and Health Services is a proud and valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Newport Community Hospital is a trauma level 4 facility that offers many services including a 24-hour ER, diagnostic imaging, physical and rehabilitative therapy, general surgical care, birthing rooms, and laboratory services. Newport Hospital and Health Services is on the web at www.phd1.org, or you can call them at 509-447-2441. Again, that number is 509-447-2441.
Welcome back to West Valley High School for the district semifinals of the Northeast A-League. Xander Adams here with Josh Carlson. It's 27-20. The Eagles leading by 7 against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and the Eagles have been shooting fantastically from three-point range so far in this game. Newport been unable to stop them.
Didn't take a lot of threes in the first. I think that's where it came from. Grizzlies were playing a lot of low defense, and Lakeside took advantage. The ball is lost, turned over by Newport. It's Lakeside ball now. Holmes at point, moving to left elbow, passing it down to the block. Out left corner, Cox missing a 3. Rebounded by Bradbury for the Grizzlies. It's a 2-on-4 fast break. Bradbury into the block. A fader, sinks it really quick. 27-22 with 3:53 left in the second. Grizzlies down by 5 as Bradbury sunk that one. Lakeside ball at center circle. Williams dribbling right-handed.
Newport back to a man-on-man defense. They were in zone up until this point.
I think Poncho wanted the shooters covered a bit more. Right wing is Cox, passing it to point to Sossaman. Handing it back to Cox, driving inside, handing it to Harrington. And a turnaround hook just barely tipped by Owen to deflect that shot. Grizzly ball. Tug Smith on the left wing. Saw a few opportunities for passes, but decides to keep it outside. Prange at point now. Driving inside and missing the layup there from 7 feet out. Sossaman at point now, stopping at right elbow for the Eagles. Out to Holmes, right wing, driving inside, floating it up on the baseline. Missing, hauled in by Prange for the Grizzlies. He's taking it up the court to point, handing it to Smith. Left corner, dishing it back far sideline. Deerwester takes a deep 3 from the left wing, missing. Rebounded by Smith. Crossing into the key. Beautiful play as he sinks that layup, weaving through 3 defenders. 27-24 now. It's cut to a 3-point lead with 2:38 left in the second. Been a quick timeout called by Ron Cox, the coach for the Lakeside Eagles. Again, a 3-point deficit for Newport with 2:36 left in the second. Timeout called. We're taking a quick timeout on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Cubs FM would like to thank Newport Car Wash for their support of this broadcast. Newport Car Wash, located at 320 Union Avenue, is open 24 hours daily and offers a fully automated touchless drive-through service, self-service space, and vacuums, both coin or prepaid token operated. You may contact Newport Car Wash for prepaid token information at 208-448-2290. Newport's only automated self-service car wash. That's Newport Car Wash.
Newport Laundry is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM and this broadcast. Newport Laundry, located at 420 West Spruce, is open Monday through Sunday 8 to 7. Newport Laundry provides coin-operated self-service laundry facilities, personal and commercial full-service laundry, and drop-off dry cleaning services. You may contact Newport Laundry at 509-447-2809. Newport's full-service laundry and dry cleaning facility. That's Newport Laundry.
Welcome back to West Valley High School. I'm Josh Carlson alongside Xander Adams here in the second quarter in a game, the district semifinal between the Newport Grizzlies and the Lakeside Eagles. Scores 27-24, Lakeside leading. 2:36 left in the second quarter. It is Lakeside ball. And Lakeside been shooting fantastically from three. They're 4 for 7, 57% from three, whereas Newport's 1 for 7.
Yes, Grizzly gaining some momentum there. Hopefully they can keep that up. Lakeside ball on the low post. A hook shot by Harrington missed as it's guarded closely by Michael Owen. Grizzly ball as Prange hauls in another rebound. Krog checked in over that break. Prange now moving to the right elbow, pulling up and swishes another one. And the scoreboard just shut off, but it's 26-27 now. Prange with that two, cutting it to a 1-point deficit. 2:04 left in the second. Williams on the right wing for Lakeside, handing off to Cox. Cox driving into the high post and stolen away way too easily by Krog. He's driving 2-on-2. Euro step layup off the glass for Benjamin Krog and giving the Grizzlies their first lead of the game. It's 28-27. First lead in a while, rather. 1:43 left in the second. Lakeside ball. Cox on the right wing. Over to the right corner. Holmes pulls up for three, missing off front iron, and a foul was called.
Yeah, on the inside, once again, Michael Owen and Harrington fighting for position. Harrington getting called for the foul once again. Harrington gets his second personal. Checking in is Brian Strong. And Michael Owen going to be shooting 1-and-1 as that's his 17th foul as well.
And Grizzlies on an 8-0 scoring run and caught the lead in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, and this is what we have seen out of Newport this year. They're able to go on little runs here and there and fight their way back. And that's what's happened in this game, down by 4 at the start of that second quarter. And then Lakeside went on a little bit of a run, got up by 8 or 9 with those 3 for 3 threes right at the beginning of this quarter. And then Newport battled their way back now with a 1-point lead.
Michael Owen sent to the line, making that first one, rewarded with the second as he sinks it. Owen attempting his second, missing off back iron. Tug Smith getting another board. Over to Krog, right corner, skip pass, left wing. Prange thought about the three, but he's way deep. Out to Smith at point, taking his own three, missing off back iron. Bradbury gets another rebound outside the perimeter, driving in. They left a hole way too big, gets the and one on the right block. Wow. Danny Bradbury storming through the defense. They just left a gaping hole, and how can you not take that?
Fantastic job by Bradbury, able to draw that contact. Foul was on Tristan Cox, his first personal, 18th foul.
Bradbury rewarded with another point as he makes that one. 1:21 left in the second, and Grizzlies up by 5 now. 12-0 run. Williams for the Eagles at center circle. And a foul called.
Yeah, Tegan Prange, it was a new rule a year or two ago that the WIAA put in. And it was that if you have 2 hands on a defender, it's a foul. It's a hand check, which is what Prange happened to do right there. That's Prange's first 16th foul on Newport.
And with that, a reset shot clock for the Eagles. And a 5-second call as Sossaman could not get a pass by the lengthy Krog or any of the other defense for Newport.
Yeah, great job by Newport on that defense. Checking in for Lakeside, Brandon Field for Micah Holmes.
Holmes is typically a leader, but he's just been a little cold recently. He's got to get his groove back in the later quarters. Prange now for the Grizzlies at center circle, passing it to the near sideline. Krog pivoting. Skip pass, left corner, Tug Smith. Quick pass to Bradbury, right off his chest. Grizzlies maintain possession on the right wing. Touch pass by Krog, gets it out to the center circle. Bradbury has it. They're going to take a second to recuperate. Right wing, handing it to the baseline. Krog stepping through the defense, pivoting through, missing everything on that shot. Rebounded by Sossaman for Lakeside. 43 seconds left in the second. Cox now the right elbow, steps back, passing it to Williams on the left wing. He drives baseline, stopped, and stolen away by Owen. Great double team there to pressure Williams out of the ball. 30 seconds left in the second. 0.5 seconds difference on the shot and game clock, and a foul's called.
Once again, on the inside, Michael Owen able to draw a holding foul, this time on Brian Strong.
Owen shooting 1 for 1.
This is Strong's first personal 19 foul.
1 and 1.
And Owen here tonight, 2 for 3 from the line.
The first one is up. And bouncing out, it's rebounded by Field for Lakeside. Racing across the court to the near sideline, stops, handing off to Williams at the center circle. 20 seconds left in the second. Williams taking it to the far sideline, passing it off to Field, or rather Strong. Nearly stolen away by Bradbury, but it's off to point again. Strong stepping inside to the key and traveling there.
Back into Newport's lineup, Nick Mackey and Sam Thomas.
With 7.9 seconds left in the second quarter, it's Grizzly ball off of that turnover.
Lakeside putting some pressure up, don't want one more shot.
Thomas on the far sideline, skipping it far to Smith, and there was a push foul there as Cox checked over Smith, but it wasn't called. A different angle for the refs. It definitely looked like he was checked over, but there wasn't that much contact. 3 seconds left. Williams pulls up from half court and misses the rim. Doug Smith fires back across the court, and that looked promising from up here, but it missed the backboard. A 5-point lead for the Grizzlies. It's 32-27. We're at halftime. Make sure you stay tuned for some halftime stats on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Cubs FM would like to thank Newport Pizza for its support of this broadcast and Grizzly Athletics. Newport Pizza provides a full menu of pizza, calzones, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and drinks for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. You may contact Newport Pizza at 447-2500. That's 447-2500. Newport Pizza, celebrating 20 years of service to the Newport area.
91.5 Cubs FM. We are the Grizz.
Cubs FM would like to thank Newport First Baptist, located on the corner of 2nd and Spokane.
Immortal Youth Group every Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Real for Life, a college-age study group, every 3rd and 4th Monday at 6 p.m. Sunday School for all ages at 9 a.m. Sunday morning celebration every Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
You may contact the Newport First Baptist at 509-447-3846. Newport First Baptist, sharing Jesus as He is with people as they are.
Center in Newport Hospital and Health Services is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. The OB offers a full-service medical staff and one-on-one service through the childbirth experience. They also provide classes that offer insight in what to expect on the journey of giving birth. You can find information at www.phd1.org or call them at 509-447-2441. Compassionate, comprehensive, close by. That's Newport Hospital and Health Services.
Cubs FM would like to thank Old Town Auto Sales for their support of Grizzly activities in this broadcast. Old Town Auto Sales buys, sells, and consigns cars, trucks, and RVs. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Saturdays, and closed Sundays. You may contact Old Town Auto Sales at 208-437-4011. Nice cars for nice people. That's Old Town Auto Sales, located 1 block south of the stoplight in Old Town, Idaho.
Welcome back to this Grizzly basketball broadcast at West Valley High School, the semifinal round of districts. The Grizzlies facing off against the Lakeside Eagles. A 5-point lead by Newport moving into this halftime. A 12-0 run for the Grizzlies to gain that lead. We're going to be jumping into some halftime stats for the Eagles. Shooting 7 points for Michael Holmes. He's leading the Lakeside Eagles. Or actually, Tristan Cox leading. He has 8, just 1 more than Holmes. Holmes shooting just a little less efficiently. Cox is shooting 60%, Holmes shooting 50%. Crosby Giza hasn't missed, going 2 for 2 from the field. He has 5 points with a free throw as well. Landon Harrington had 4, and that's your stats for the Lakeside Eagles. As a team, they shot 44% and shot pretty well from 3 as well, shooting 44% there. Again, a 32-27 point lead for the Newport Grizzlies, leading by 5 with 7:19 left in halftime. Stay tuned for your Grizzly halftime stats.
Owens Grocery, Deli, and Soda Fountain is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM, located at 337 South Washington Avenue in Newport, across from the Big Wheel. Owens provides a full-service grocery, deli, soda fountain, and catering service. Open 7 to 6, Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 on Saturday, and closed Sunday. Owens may be contacted at 509-447-3525. Family-owned and operated since 1938, Cubs FM says thank you to Owens Grocery, Deli, and Soda Fountain.
Newport's Perfection Tire is a valued sponsor of this broadcast and Grizzly activities. Located at 311 West Walnut Avenue, Perfection Tire is Newport's distributor of Cooper tires, and they provide full mechanical services by an ASE certified technician. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. You may contact Newport's Perfection Tire at 447-3933. Locally owned and operated, Cubs FM says thank you to Newport's Perfection Tire.
Ponderay Valley Network is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM, located on 108 South Washington Avenue next to the Newport Library. POVN provides high-speed fiber and wireless internet to the Ponderay and Bonner County. They also offer professional local tech support and network monitoring. You may contact POVN at 509-447-3067 or online at povn.com. They are open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in winter and 9 to 5 in the summer. Ponderay Valley Networks, everything internet.
Cubs FM gives a special thank you to Ponderay County PUD. Ponderay County PUD provides funds for electric bills to families in Ponderay County who are facing financial crisis situations due to employment layoffs, medical conditions, or other unexpected circumstances through their Neighbors in Need program. For more information, you may visit Ponderay PUD at 130 North Washington in Newport, or you may contact them at 447-3137. Quality service at low cost. That's Ponderay County PUD.
Riverbank Family Restaurant and Faze Lounge is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM. Located on 402 North Idaho in Old Town on the right side of the Ponderay Bridge, Riverbank Family Restaurant and Faze Lounge serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays starting at 4. They are open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You may find them on Facebook or by calling 208-437-0892. Overlooking the beautiful Ponderay River, that's Riverbank Family Restaurant and Faze Lounge.
Welcome back to West Valley High School. I'm Josh Carlson alongside Xander Adams. We're at halftime in a game between the Newport Grizzlies and the Lakeside Eagles, the district semifinals. Winner moves on to the championships against the winner of the game next door, which is between Deer Park and Medical Lake. Once again, 32-27 is the score here. We're going to go over the rest of the halftime stats for the Newport Grizzlies now. Tug Smith with 7, along with 5 rebounds and an assist. Nick Deerwester has 1 point coming from the line. Michael Owen has 4, along with the steal. Ben Krog has 2, along with the steal and 2 rebounds. Tegan Prange has 9 so far tonight, tied for Newport's leading scorer with Danny Bradbury. Also Prange with 3 rebounds. And then finally Danny Bradbury, those 9 points, along with an assist and 5 rebounds. And that's it for Newport stats. In the gym next door, just to let everybody know, an update on that game, Deer Park versus Medical Lake. Right now, Deer Park is up at half, 31-24. So still anybody's game over there as well, as it is over here. Once again, 32-27, Newport leading by 5 here at halftime. We'll be back with some commentary on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Rogers Body and Frame is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Athletics and Cubs FM. Located at 530 South Cass and Highway 2 in Newport, Rogers provides full-service auto collision repair, working with all insurances, with loaner cars available while your vehicle is being repaired. Rogers Body and Frame is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. You may find them on the web at rogersbodyandframe.com, or you may call them at 447-4225. Rogers Body and Frame, like it never happened.
The home of Grizzly sports from the Newport High School. 91.5 Cubs FM. We are the Grizz.
Cubs FM says thank you to Siebers Pharmacy for their support of this broadcast. Siebers Pharmacy is open from 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 Saturday, closed Sunday, and they may be contacted at 509-447-2484. Sabres Pharmacy is Newport's independently owned, full-service Health Mart pharmacy, filling prescriptions and offering a wide selection of gift items. Sabres Pharmacy, located at 336 South Washington Avenue in Newport.
Selkirk Ace Hardware in Old Town, Idaho is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Selkirk Ace Hardware is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they offer full-service hardware along with customer service to help you take care of your home. Selkirk Ace Hardware, 208-437-5669. Once again, that's 437-5669. They are located just across the bridge at 495 East Highway 2. Selkirk Ace Hardware, your hometown difference.
Sherman Campbell Funeral Home and Crematory is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM, located in Newport on the corner of South Spokane Avenue and West 2nd Street, 1 block west of City Hall. You may contact Sherman Campbell Funeral Home at 509-447-3118. Sherman Campbell provides quality funeral and memorial services, as well as pre-planned services. Our family serving your family. That's Sherman Campbell Funeral Home and Crematory.
Welcome back to West Valley High School. I'm Josh Carlson alongside Xander Adams. About a minute left in this halftime. Score is 32-27. Newport leading the Lakeside Eagles in this district semifinal. Very intense game going on. Back and forth was the score throughout the first and second quarter, of course. And now we're headed in the second half. It's still anybody's game. Just next door, Deer Park Stags are playing the Medical Lake Cardinals. The winner of that game will advance to play the winner of this game, and the loser of that game will play the loser of this game for third and fourth, and then the winners play for first and second. First place getting that automatic bid to state. Everybody wants it. And honestly, the way this league has gone this year, the 4 teams that are left, anybody could win it.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. We saw just the other night, or last week at the end of the season, Medical Lake beat Deer Park. Not a lot of people expecting that one.
Medical Lake beat Freeman.
Freeman, yes.
Twice in a row, actually. They beat them as their last game, and then they beat them to come into where they are now. It was a loser-out game that was played this week, Wednesday. But here we go, second half of basketball.
Newport ball in the backcourt. Danny Bradbury with the 5-point lead, and the Grizzlies with it. Prange on the right wing. Passing it to point, Owen, rotating left wing, Mackey. Passing it left side to Bradbury, dishing it back to point, Smith, handing it off to Prange, rotating down to the right corner, Mackey again, looking for a pass, getting it to the point to Owen. He pulls up on the right elbow, bounces and misses, rebounded by Giza, and he's fouled.
Foul on Newport's Tug Smith. It's his second personal of the night, first team foul this half for Newport.
Lakeside ball in the backcourt. Williams taking it up. He's been running the point guard position pretty well throughout this one, getting a lot of nice dimes. Williams taking it to point. Skip pass left wing. Giza floating and pass to the left block. Harrington stopped by Owen really well. And a foul is charged against Lakeside.
Landon Harrington called with the illegal screen. Bradbury, good job at selling that. Ran straight into Landon Harrington. Looked like Harrington stuck his hip out just a little bit, enough to where the foul was called. So Harrington gets his third personal. First team foul this half on Lakeside.
Again, a 5-point lead for the Grizzlies with 7 minutes left in the third. Newport ball, right elbow. Owen driving in hard to the baseline, stopping, passing out to Bradbury at points. He drives inside, moving through 2 defenders to throw up a shot on the right block. Missing, gets his own board, moves to left side, airballing that layup. It's rebounded by Holmes for Lakeside. Holmes taking it to the left wing, and a foul called in the key. Another offensive foul against Lakeside.
Yeah, and once again on Landon Harrington. Michael, I guess the only way I can think of this, or what I've heard, is he pulled the seat out from under Harrington, and you know, it looked like he sold it pretty well, but Harrington gets his 4th personal, second team foul this half on Lakeside, and Sossaman checking into the game for Harrington.
And a bad miscommunication gives Cox an easy steal for the Lakeside Eagles, handing it out to the right wing now. A quick 3 missed by Holmes, rebounded by Mackey, and a push called. It looks like the only collision was between Smith and Mackey, but a foul charge to Giza.
And it's against Lakeside once again. Crosby Giza gets that foul. His third personal, Lakeside's third team foul this half. Timeout taken by Lakeside. 32-27 score, no scoring in the second half. So far, 6:26 left in this third quarter. Newport up by 5. We'll be right back on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
UNICEP Packaging is a proud sponsor of Cubs FM. UNICEP is a contract manufacturer of compounding, filling, and packaging of pharmaceuticals, specializing in liquids and gels. UNICEP is located on Industrial Drive in Sandpoint, Idaho. You may find them on the web at unicep.com. UNICEP Packaging, solving customers' problems, always looking for talented help. Again, Cubs FM says thank you to UNICEP.
Welcome back to West Valley High School for the semifinal round of districts. Lakeside playing Newport. The Grizzlies up by 5 with 6:26 left in the third. Lakeside already having 3 fouls just a minute and a half into the second half. No scoring yet. Grizzly ball in the backcourt. Bradbury taking it up to the center circle. Guarded by Sossaman, dishing it to the right wing, Mackey. Skipping it to left wing, Prange, pump fake, drives it to the key hard, throws up a circus shot and gets it through 2 defenders. 34-27 with 6 minutes left in the third. Lakeside ball, Williams at center circle. Taking it to the point, handing it off to Cox, and he's knocked over. Foul charge to Newport.
Foul on Tug Smith, his third personal, second team foul this half on Newport. Tripping called.
Sossaman inbounding on the near sideline for Lakeside. Looking for a pass out to the center circle to Giza. Sossaman takes it back. At the top of the arc. Handing it off to Cox now on the right wing. Dishing it back to Sossaman. Quick 3 fired open. Missing everything. Rebounded by Holmes for Lakeside. Rotating to the right wing now. Cox. Jab step, takes it to point and hands it back outside to Giza, who takes it to point. Stolen away by Mackey. Smith now on the break. Left-handed layup falls in off the glass for Tug Smith. 36-27 now with 5:26 left in the third. Grizzlies up.
And good job by Nick Mackey and Tug Smith there. Communication, and they get the steal and the break.
Lakeside ball in between the circles. Giza pans it right wing. Cox driving to the high post and bouncing it off the leg of Smith, taken in the key by Michael Owen for the Grizzlies. Bradbury dribbling up the court into the front side. Moving into left wing. Dishing it right wing. Open 3 by Prange. Falls in for Tegan Prange of the Grizzlies, giving them a 12-point lead with just under 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
They're going to count the basket, but after foul on Newport, on Nick Mackey, his first personal, third team foul. I didn't see it. Must have been aggressive going for the rebound. I'm sure that's what it was. And he gets most likely a push called. Checking into Lakeside's lineup once again is Brian Strong. And Newport on a big run here. No scoring so far from Lakeside. Newport now up by 12.
Williams at center circle for Lakeside. And looking for a pass into Holmes, who's cutting through. Finger roll layup, rolls in through the rim. 10-point lead for Newport with 4:33 left in the third. Bradbury at far sideline, taking it to the wing. Handing off to Prange, or not. A lot of defense there, couldn't get it off. And throwing it out to near the timeline to Prange. Jab step, he's driving inside, loses control of it. Gets it back, passing it to Bradbury, right wing, driving through everyone, and knocked over on the layup. No call, rebounded by Grizzlies. Owen misses his shot, goes up again, and coming away with the rebound is Giza. 2-on-2 fast break, and on the left baseline now, Holmes handing off to Strong, missing his layup, rebounded by Smith. Neither team can get it to fall right now. Grizzly ball on the right wing. Prange tries a 3 from nearly on the far sideline, rebounded by Holmes for the Eagles. Throwing it to the right wing to Williams, and Prange gets tips on it, but hitting Williams again. Grizzly ball.
Yeah, Newport, aggressive brand of defense as we've seen all year. They go for nearly everything from passes, and a long pass like that, it is almost, I don't think I've seen a pass like that Newport hasn't gone for. Checking in for Lakeside, Jack Humphrey, and in for Newport, Ben Krog.
And the great thing about the zone defense Newport plays is a player can overplay trying to grab a steal, and even if they don't get it, another Grizzly is quick to hustle in and cover the man. Bradbury at point now, passing it to right wing. Prange with a 10-point lead. Newport, 3:30 left in the third. Prange on the right wing, handing it out to point. Touch pass by Owen to Bradbury, floating it up and sinks that one, extending the lead to 12 for Newport. Lakeside ball between the circles. Holmes passing it to Giza, left corner. He's driving inside, stripped away by Bradbury, and a foul's called.
Yeah, foul on Danny Bradbury. Aggressive, once again going after the steal. It's Bradbury's first personal, 14 foul, and definitely throughout the season, Newport, their defense, they've been able to play aggressive without getting a lot of people in foul trouble, and that is the case this game.
Giza inbounding on the near sideline to the deep left wing. Holmes has it for the Eagles. Over to Fields on the left corner, into Strong, kicking it back outside, back to Strong in the left block, trying to get up a layup. A lot of Newport defense prevents that, and there's a foul called after the shot.
Yeah, Tug Smith doing a good job going up for that rebound. Foul on Crosby. Giza, his fourth. There's two people now on Lakeside with 4 fouls. Landon Harrington and Crosby Giza, both starters. Gabe Sossaman checking in for Giza. Also the 14th foul on Lakeside.
3 minutes left in the third. The Grizzlies are up by 12. It's 41-29. Smith now taking it up for Newport. Guarded by Sossaman, screen set by Owen. Smith takes it far sideline, drives in hard across the baseline, throwing it up left-handed on the right side, tipped back up by Krog. Another tip as he can't get it to go in. Boarded by Krog and finishes off the possession strong with the basket.
Yeah, 4 or 5 shots there taken by Newport. Krog taking almost all of them except for one of them. Smith took 1, and Krog ends up sinking it.
43-29 now. Grizzlies up with 2:28 left in the third. And a foul called on the left block. Lakeside has only scored 2 points in this quarter.
Fouls on Michael Owen. His third personal, 15 foul on Newport. Checking into Lakeside's lineup once again, Brandon Field for Brian Strong.
Cox on the baseline for the Eagles, bouncing it to the left short corner. Back to Cox now, left corner. 4-3. Misses it from downtown, rebounded on the right block, and a foul called.
Yeah, backside boards. Push called on Brandon Field. First personal, 15 foul on Lakeside this half.
43-29. Grizzlies leading by 14 with 2:20 left in the third. Smith in the backcourt. Moving to the front, passing to the far sideline. Prange dishes it to point. Krog now looking for a pass. Chucking it left wing. Tug Smith moves into the low post, misses a quick floater. Rebounded by the Eagles. Credit that to Field. Cox now for the Eagles on the other side of the court. Crosses Smith, hands it back out to Field. He stopped on the high post and stolen by Michael Owen as a pass goes down low. Grizzly ball.
Great job by Michael Owen. Heads up, able to tip that pass away and take the ball for Newport.
Bradbury, step back 3 on the left corner, sinks it. What a shot by Gerald Bradbury. Lakeside ball on the break as Holmes zooms through.
Foul on Newport. On Bradbury's second personal, 16 foul. Javon Williams back into Lakeside's lineup for Tristan Cox. And 1 foul away from bonus. Lakeside going to be looking to get that foul on Newport. Sam Thomas checking in for Michael Owen now.
Lakeside ball on the baseline. Grizzlies up 46-29 with 1:35 left in the third. Williams inbounding on the baseline, looking for a pass into the left short corner. Back to Williams now on the baseline. Backing it up to the left short corner, or tall corner. Sossaman now nearing the timeline. Calls for a screen, picked up by Smith. And a 3 forced on the deep left wing, but made by Jack Humphrey, his first points of the game. And a nice way to get your first bucket. Newport now, Thomas on the right wing, driving inside, passing out to Prange, and he sinks the 3, gives the assist to Sam Thomas.
And Newport right back at him with another 3. Newport shooting great this second half.
And a bullet pass fired down into the key, back out to the right corner, over to Williams on the right wing, misses his three. Hauled in by Krog for the Grizzlies. Bradbury now for Newport, driving in hard, and a blocking foul called on the high post.
Yeah, definitely a lot of movement by Brandon Field as Bradbury went in. Looking to get maybe a shoulder down on Bradbury, but block called. That one can always go either way. Depends on what the offensive person does. I guess if they drop their shoulder or put their arm out, it's going to be called offensive. But Nick Deerwester checking in to Newport's lineup for Tug Smith.
Bradbury inbounding on the near sideline. Quick three fired by Deerwester on the left corner. He can't hit it. Rebounded by Humphrey for Lakeside. Holmes taking up the court with 37 seconds left in the third. Williams on the right wing, passing it back to the point to Holmes. Kicking it far sideline. Field taking it to the top of the arc. Calling for help. Passing it out to the point again. And Field rewarded for his cut down into the block. Gets an easy layup. Grizzly ball now in the backcourt. Bradbury. 16 seconds left in the third. The Grizzlies hold a 15-point lead. Bouncing it into the left elbow. Krog cashes in the contested jumper. 6 seconds left in the third. Williams racing across the court, and a big foul called on the left elbow, and Field falls down in pain. That was a big collision.
Yeah, that was a big collision. Krog getting there a little late, however, getting a block called on him. Krog gets his third personal, 17 foul.
And that's a hit you see more often in football than basketball.
But Field gets up, seems to be okay. If he is, he will be shooting 1-1 after that foul.
Yeah, he was just racing through there, and Krog stepped in front of him. He saw the opportunity to try and pull a charge, but just got there a little late. It'll be called a block on Ben Krog.
Yeah, and that probably hurts on both ends. I mean, Krog took a hit there. Field was running at full speed to get up the court. However, they're going to sub out Field. Tristan Cox coming in for Field. So Cox going to be shooting the 1-1 instead of Field.
Yeah.
With those 2 seconds left in this third quarter.
Field still recuperating on the bench now. You can get really shaken up from a hit like that. Cox makes his first one. Second one's pending. Up. And it's money. 51-36 with 1 second left in the third. A deep shot fired by Bradbury, missed. To cap off this third quarter of semifinal action, it's 51-36. Grizzlies hold a 15-point lead. Make sure you stay tuned for the fourth quarter on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
The Camas Center for Community Wellness is a valued sponsor of this broadcast. The Camas Center provides an early learning center, walk-in child care, a teen room, deli, fitness and aquatic center, a meeting room, as well as medical and dental clinic services. You may contact the Camas Center at 509-447-7122 or on the web at kalispelltribe.com, meeting the health and social needs of tribal members and the community. Cubs FM says thank you to the Camas Center for Community Wellness.
In Newport, Washington, we are the Grizz 91.5 KUBS. Cubs FM, Newport High School.
Rolling in hot to the fourth quarter of action here at West Valley High School. District semifinals. The Newport Grizzlies facing off against the Lakeside Eagles. It's 51-36. Quick update on the other gin. At the end of the third quarter, Deer Park leads 54-32 against Medical Lake. And that's both these games deciding factors in the championship.
Final quarter of regulation getting underway. Lakeside with possession. 51-36 to score. Newport up by 15. Williams with the ball for Lakeside, deep right wing. Off to Holmes near point. Looking left corner, Humphrey. Pump fake driving inside. Skip to right corner, Sossaman for three. No good. Rebounded by Smith for Newport. Smith now trying to start a break here. Nice pass over to Michael Owen, making the layup count. 17-point lead for Newport, 53-36. 7:33 left in regulation. Williams with the ball off to Humphrey. Now ball rotates left side to Sossaman. Sossaman looking to drive inside. Out to left. Short corner is Holmes. Now looking inside to Cox. trying to get a pass to a cutting Sauceman, but taken by Newport. Once again, Newport ball.
Tug Smith extended to barely tip that ball, but it was enough to get it into the hands of Krog.
Bradbury, quick three at the other end, and that goes in. 20-point lead for Newport, 56-36. 7 minutes left in regulation. And stolen once again by Tug Smith. Bradbury now on the break. It's a 3-on-1. Bradbury up with a layup, no good. Rebounded by Smith for Newport. Goes up with another one, also no good. Then rebounded by Humphrey, foul on Newport.
And unfortunately for Newport, it's very usual for a player to go up after he gets his basket, but while Smith had 2 defenders on him, there was an easy bucket waiting on the left block as Krog was left open. The foul charge to Nick Deerwester, his first personal, the 8th for Newport, sending Jack Humphrey to the line shooting 1-1.
Crosby, Giza, and Landon Harrington both checking back into the game for Lakeside. 4 fouls each. So 1-1 for Humphrey. First is up. In and out.
Foul called. I think a lane violation is what the ref said.
Yeah, lane violation. Michael Owen, I believe. So Humphrey will get another free chance. Looking to make it count. Shots back up. No good as well. Gets his own rebound floater. Also no good.
And a push called to Landon Harrington. And I think he's fouling out now. As Michael Owen tried boarding it, Harrington came in hot right behind him to try and snag that one. And it is charged to Landon Harrington. Ref discussing with Coach Cox of the Eagles. And it looks like a ref timeout.
Yeah, discussing something. Not entirely sure what.
I think they'll probably be giving, I guess they're reversing the call to Michael Owen. Or Ben Krog is actually going to be charged with that foul. They reversed it.
I was going to say, there were 2 defenders. Michael Owen and Ben Krog were both there. And it didn't look like Harrington would have fouled right there. So, in my opinion, that was the right reverse call right there. Definitely not a foul on Harrington.
And in some league games, you're not going to see reverse calls like that, but this is a very important game for both teams. Neither of them out of it. A 10-point or 20-point lead, but there's still 7 minutes left in the regulation.
Harrington makes the first one. That last foul was on Ben Krog. His 4th personal 19 foul. Tegan Prince checked in as well for Krog. One more shot for Harrington. Looking to make it an 18-point game. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound punched out. Taken by Newport's Tegan Prange. Off to right elbow to Michael Owen. Back out to Bradbury near point. Guarded by Giza. Looking to drive in. Instead kicks it back out to Smith, right wing. Smith looking to drive in now. Trying to get it out to the right corner to where he expected Nick Deerwester to be, but taken away by Lakeside. Now Holmes with ball left corner, looking inside, taken back by Tug Smith for Newport.
Tug Smith never quits on a possession. He loses the ball on a turnover, but gets it right back for Newport with the steal.
Foul in the backcourt as Bradbury tries to bring ball up the court.
Yeah, Holmes was trying to establish himself in front of Bradbury and just kept stepping. It looks like he was extending his right leg in front of Bradbury, trying to stop him. So the foul charge to Holmes, sending Newport to bonus and sending Bradbury to line shooting 1-1. Bradbury makes that first one. Awarded one more. It's pending now. And that's up. Good as well.
Newport up by 21 now, 58-37. 6 minutes left in regulation. Cox with the ball against Smith. Off to left wing Humphrey. Pull up 3. No good. Little long. Rebounded by Giza. However, for Lakeside, Humphrey now with the ball at point. Off to right corner to Holmes. One-footed jumper. No good by Holmes. Rebounded by Michael Owen for Newport. Now Bradbury bringing it up the court. Slowing the game up. Newport definitely going to try to run off clock here, especially with the lead they have. Into Michael Owen at the right block. Fading jumper, good. Newport scoring once again for tonight. That's Michael Owen's 8th point. with the ball. Cox out to Humphrey for three once again. No good off the left side of the rim. Foul on the rebound.
A foul charge to Michael Owen. His fourth, now the 10th for Newport, sending Lakeside a double bonus with still over 5 minutes left in this one.
And Harrington shooting two at the line. First shot. Good. Harrington now with his 6th point of the night.
Krog checking in for Michael Owen. He's a defensive presence down in the key that they're going to want to save for the final minutes.
Yeah, especially if Lakeside can close the gap. Definitely going to be looking for Michael Owen late in the game. Harrington makes both.
Another sub. Harrington's coming out, and in form is Brandon Field of the Eagles.
Lakeside putting on a press now. 60-39 the score. Newport up. 5:15 left. And ball was super loose in the backcourt the entire time. Some ref discussion. That was a little bit confusing who that was going to be. It looked like it was out on Newport. They're actually going to call that out on Lakeside, so Newport will get the ball back, fortunately, because that was a rough play for Newport, definitely. Not what they wanted. In the backcourt, Krog now off to Bradbury. 5:10 left in regulation. Into the forecourt now. Krog now right wing is Smith. Smith moving the ball towards center circle now. Now off to right wing, Bradbury for three again. No good. Offensive foul.
Foul called off the ball on the key. The official call is against Nick Deerwester, his second. More than 10 for the Grizzlies.
Brandon Field at the line shooting two. Field prepping for that first shot. 20-point game as he makes that first one. 60-40 the score.
Mackey checking in for Deerwester of the Grizzlies.
4:54 left here in regulation. One more shot for Brandon Field. Second is up and good as well. Into Bradbury. Driving up the court. Bringing the ball out. Off to left side now is Smith.
And a timeout called by Coach Poncho. He's not seeing the offense he should be from his Grizzlies. This must be the thought process. 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's 60-41. Grizzlies up. We're taking a quick timeout on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Cubs FM would like to thank Albany Falls Building Supply for their valued support. Located at 520 Highway 2 at the east end of the Old Town Bridge, they are open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday 7 to 6, Saturday 8 to 5, and Sunday 9 to 4. Albany Falls Building Supply offers all types of building materials including lumber, tools, hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, and lawn and care supplies. You may contact them at 208-437-3153. Albany Falls Building Supply, large enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Bonner Saw and Power Equipment is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Located at 682 High Street in Priest River, Idaho, Bonner Saw is an authorized dealer of Husqvarna and Echo chainsaws, as well as lawn and garden equipment, sales, and service. Bonner Saw and Power Equipment can be contacted at 208-448-1522. That's 208-448-1522. Bonner Saw and Power Equipment, where our customers are our neighbors and our friends.
Welcome back to West Valley High School. I'm Josh Cross alongside Xander Adams. Semifinal game of districts between the Newport Grizzlies and the Lakeside Eagles. Newport up 60-41. Also Newport with possession. Deep right wing is Krog. Up to Smith in between the circles. Now left wing is Mackey. Off to Krog in between the circles. Back to Bradbury now. Bradbury looking to drive in. Behind the head, no looking pass. Krog unfortunately can't finish, but he gets his own rebound. No good once again. Tipped around before rebounded by Holmes. Holmes out the ball for Lakeside. Pulling up for three. No good off the left side of the rim. Rebounded by Gisa. Nice rebound, but cannot finish. Rebound taken by Ben Krog. 4:05 left in regulation. 60-41. Off to Krog now. Over to Mackey in between the circles. Off to Bradbury now, deep right wing. Bradbury looking to possibly drive inside. Spin move, gets inside, and absolutely rejected by Humphrey, but foul called.
Currently, across the school and the other gym, it's 65-46, Deer Park leading the Medical Lake Cardinals. And Bradbury sent to the line now. And changing the call.
Yeah, Danny Bradbury, offensive foul called, his third personal.
Lakeside ball.
Cox with the ball. Right wing. Off to point to Humphrey. Hands it back to Cox. Looking inside. Floater, no good. Long off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Field. Another shot is good.
And with 3:24 or 29 left in the fourth, the Eagles are trying to get a comeback, slowly clawing away at the deficit they have. There's been a timeout called by the coach for the Lakeside Eagles. We're going to stay right here. Josh, what do the Eagles have to do? What are the critical key? What do they have to focus on right now to come back to this one?
Time is against them in this final quarter. With not the entire quarter to catch back up in this one, 17-point game. They're going to have to simultaneously stop Newport, but in a manner where the time on the clock, on the play clock, does not run out too much. Because if it gets down to like 2 minutes, still 17-point game, it's going to be a lot harder to come back. They're going to have to scratch and claw their way back in this one, play by play, and not let Newport run out the clock like they want to.
Yes, every second counts for Lakeside Eagles, absolutely.
Newport ball in the backcourt, 17-point lead, 60-43. Overplaying Smith, fast break layup, no good. Rebounded by Lakeside. Cox off to Field, now out to Gisa. At point, jump shot taken. Bounces twice, no good. Foul on Lakeside.
Holmes rocketed upwards to try and grab that one and came down strong on a Grizzly. Holmes' fourth personal. 3 players for Lakeside in foul trouble. It's the 8th team foul for Lakeside. Bradbury shooting 1-on-1 for Newport. Javon Williams coming in for Crosby Giza. Nick Mackey checking in for the Grizzlies.
1-on-1 for Bradbury, as you said. Bradbury with 19 tonight. Make it 20 as he swishes that thing home. 18-point lead. Once again for Newport, 61-43, 3:16 left in regulation. Second shot, good as well. 19-point lead. Williams with the ball. Off to Holmes, looking to drive inside. Gets an and one floater.
And what a force, storming through the key, Holmes, but no one really tried contesting him. We've seen a little bit of a breakdown for Newport, taking their foot off the pedal just a bit here. Michael Holmes definitely not, or Lakeside definitely not out of this game. Holmes at the line, missing.
62-45 the score. 17-point lead for Newport, 3:03 left in regulation. Smith with the ball, almost loses it. He gets the ball back. Off to right, deep right wing near half court is Bradbury. Now off to Michael Owen between the circles, back to Bradbury. Screen by Owen, Bradbury driving baseline. Passes it inside to Smith. That was a wraparound pass. Absolutely fantastic pass.
The IQ of Bradbury to drive in and wrap it around straight to the open man was immense in that play. On the other side, it looks like it was tipped out. It'll say Lakeside ball. Giza's checking in for Field of the Eagles.
19-point lead for Newport, 64-45 with 2:31 left in regulation. Humphrey taking it out far sideline. Gets it into Gisa. Tipped away by Michael Owen. Lakeside retains possession. Once again, Humphrey taking it out far sideline. Into Tristan Cox. Going against Bradbury, gets it left wing and then kicked by Tug Smith. Resetting the shot clock now. It's still Lakeside ball. Taking it out far sideline is Humphrey.
And Coach Poncho will be fine with any kickball violations here. If they're able to run down the clock, even if Lakeside gets more time on the shot clock, it's less time on the next possession.
Humphrey driving inside strong. No good on the layup. Rebounded by Bradbury for Newport. Bradbury slowing it up a little bit. Trying to run more time off that clock. 2:10 left in regulation. 64-45 the score. Bradbury no good on a fadeaway jumper. 3-on-2 break now. Cox gets it to the right wing. Humphrey for three. No good. Rebounded by Smith now. A 3-on-2 break for Newport. Off to right corners. Prange for three. No good. Short. Rebounded by Humphrey now. Going the other way. Slowing the game up. Gets it off to Cox at point for three. Also no good. Rebounded by Williams, left wing for three. Also no good. Rebounded by Bradbury finally. 1:37 left in regulation. Newport still with that 19-point lead. It's 64-45. Smith bringing up the court. Stolen away by Micah Holmes. 2-on-2 break. Slowing it back up is Holmes. Humphrey looking to drive inside. Kicks it back out to Cox. Another three taken. This one falls for Tristan Cox.
Yeah, he hasn't had the easiest time hitting them from downtown, but gets his third on the night. And a quick timeout called by Lakeside. 64-48 with 1:19 left in regulation. We're taking a quick timeout on this Grizzly basketball broadcast.
Selkirk Ace Hardware in Old Town, Idaho is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Selkirk Ace Hardware is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and they offer full-service hardware along with customer service to help you take care of your home. Selkirk Ace Hardware, 208-437-5669. Once again, that's 437-5669. They are located just across the bridge at 495 East Highway 2. Selkirk Ace Hardware, your hometown difference.
Cubs FM gives a big thanks to Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post. Located at 917 9th Street, just before the high school in Priest River, Big Moose Rental Center provides a variety of amenities: rentals, secondhand, consignment, eBay sales, antiques, and more. Big Moose Rental Center is open from 7:30 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 Saturday and Sunday. You may contact Big Moose Rental Center at 208-448-2736. The right tool for the right job. That's Big Moose Rental Center and Trading Post.
Here we are. West Valley High School is the venue. District semifinal is the game between the Newport Grizzlies and the Lakeside Eagles. Newport up 64-48. Minute 19 left in regulation.
And Lakeside has been upping their game and slowly inching their way back into this one.
Newport ball. Bradbury in the backcourt. Isolated now into the forecourt. Over to Smith now. Driving past his defender and foul.
And Smith shook the defender there and started driving inside, which caused Giza to fall onto him. Giza's fifth personal foul. He's checking out now. And in for him is Wyatt Johnson.
Smith at the line shooting 1-1. Minute and 6 left in regulation. 64-48 the score.
And a ref timeout.
Lane violation on Tegan Prange. When Smith had the ball, Prange exited from rebounding, so a lane violation. Step aside three, the other end for Cox, no good. Rebounded by Bradbury. We just passed a minute left in regulation. 64-48 the score. 16-point lead for Newport. Off to Mackey. Now deep right wing is Prange. Prange off to Smith. Over to Bradbury. Layup. Good.
Whoa, beautiful ball movement. Just a few touch passes to get the ball to Danny Bradbury for an open layup.
Cox at the other end. Bank shot. No good. Foul on Newport.
And Cox keeps attempting, but he's not making. In these past few minutes, a foul is called against Michael Owen. His fifth foul. The 13th-ish for Newport. Checking in for Owen now is Nick Mackey for the Grizzlies. No, Sam Thomas.
2 shots for Brandon Field. 66-48 the score, 32.8 seconds left in regulation.
Also moving in for Lakeside, Daniel Mahold. Checking in for Tristan Cox.
Field. First shot. No good. Short off the front of the rim. One more shot for Field. 32.8 seconds left in regulation. Shot clock is off. Second shot good for Field. Smith in the backcourt. 30 seconds left in regulation. 66-48 the score. Off to Thomas in the right corner. And he steps on the line. Lakeside gets the ball back here with 20 seconds left in regulation. 66-49 the score. Newport up by 17. Driving baseline.
No shot as the foul is called on the ground. Wyatt Johnson drove through and hesitated to draw some contact, fouled right before he attempted the field goal.
Nick Mackey with that foul. His third personal. Wyatt Johnson at the line shooting 2. First is up. No good. Off the front of the rim, off the back of the rim, and then out.
And this is a nice win for Newport, getting revenge for the loss that Lakeside issued them in overtime last year in districts.
Second shot, also no good. Rebounded, however, by Field, up with another one. Also no good. Mahold getting it back in, but taken by Newport now. 7 seconds left in regulation, and that's going to do it. 66-49, the final score of this district semifinal. Newport headed to the championship game, playing next week back here at West Valley High School on Wednesday.
And not certain of the score, but it's safe to say Deer Park won across the gym. They were by 20 the last time we checked just a few minutes ago, so it'll be Deer Park versus the Newport Grizzlies next Wednesday right here at West Valley High School for the championship of districts, 8 p.m. You can catch it here on 91.5 Cubs FM or KUBSradio.com if you're not able to make the drive.
Neither Lakeside nor Medical Lake, or we assume Medical Lake, considering the last score checkup, is out at this point. They will play in a consolation game next week as well on next Wednesday at 5 p.m. The winner will advance to play a crossover game against the number 1 seed from the Caribou Trail League, and the loser of that game unfortunately will be out. And then for the championship game, the winner of that will be awarded a free invitation to state. In the idea, I say free, they do not have to play a crossover game. Second place will have to play a crossover game against the Caribou Trail's number 2 seed. And we'll figure that out. We'll figure out who that's going to be later on this week when they finish their tournament, or next week. But yes, Newport will be playing next week against who we assume is Deer Park next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Of course, that's going to be here.
And just confirmed by our announcer in this gym, Deer Park is the confirmed winner across the school. So Deer Park versus Newport, an excellent rematch earlier in the season. Deer Park won. And then again, Danny Bradbury, 2 clutch free throws, sent Newport over Deer Park that one, which gave them their first loss of the season. So it's going to be a fantastic game. You're not going to want to miss the district championship for the Northeast A-League. The Newport Grizzlies against the Deer Park Stags. Next Wednesday, 8 p.m., West Valley High School. We're going to be doing some quick post-game stats. First, for the Lakeside Eagles. Jack Humphrey had 3. Michael Holmes had 11. Tristan Cox led Lakeside with 13. Crosby Giza had 5. Brandon Field had 7. And Landon Harrington also had 7 for Lakeside. As a team, Lakeside shot just 34% and then 27% from 3. Now for the Newport Grizzlies, Tug Smith put up 11. Nick Deerwester had a free throw there early. Michael Owen had 8. Ben Krog had 6. Tegan Prange with 17, hitting 3 for 7 from 3, 43% from there. Great shooting by Tegan Prange and finishing the night 58% from the field. Next for the Grizzlies, we had Nick Mackey with a lot of nice rebounds and steals for the Grizzlies. And then Danny Bradbury led the game and the Grizzlies with 23 points. shooting 50% from 3 and 44% from the field. Again, a great win for the Newport Grizzlies as they shot well from the field as well as a team, 42%.
And once again, next week, district championship played between the Newport Grizzlies and the Deer Park Stags. I'm interested to see this because Deer Park won at home and then Newport won at home, but in a neutral playing field, we'll have to see how that affects. I know, statistically speaking, home team, home court, they generally win more at home, so we're going to have to see how that stacks up with the neutral playing field. No team with a big advantage as far as the court goes. Definitely has been a fun matchup this entire year. Both games were very close.
Yes, again, the winner of that district championship is guaranteed a berth at state. The loser of the district championship, second place in the district, they will have to fight in a crossover game against the second seed of the Caribou Trail League to advance to state. But anyways, again, the Newport Grizzlies winning by 66-49, that final score, beating out the Lakeside Eagles.
And for all of us here at Cubs FM, I'm Josh Carlson alongside Xander Adams, Hunter Steiner, Cameron Whittle, Brandon Oakes, Angus Hicks-Fraser, and Jacob Coelho, as well as Blake Childers back at the studio. We say good night, God bless, and go Grizz.
The home of Grizzly sports.
I tune in to hear the games all the time.
My mom was cooking Friday night, and she heard touchdown Newport. Possum went flying everywhere.
Man in motion from the far side, coming near side and around.